Doxy Exchange website and the support. A final word from my side would be, let's take a look. Let's stop sharing and let's take a look at what's happening on the Doxy Exchange. We are going here to take a look at the pricing of the Doxy, which is on the PooCoin. And after that, we are going to take a look at the BSC scan network. And we are going to take a look at the smart contract, the transaction hashes. But most importantly, we are also going to see the fact that today we can see the locked in liquidity on Doxy Exchange website. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Doxy pricing, which has been very stable over the last days. So let's do that right away, and we can take a look at all that's been happening on the Doxy Exchange. I'm going to share my screen with you. And this is where everything can actually be verified, actually be seen, and actually be consulted. The Doxy Exchange website, the Doxy Finance coin today is priced at $4.3694, while we have launched at $0.01, that is 1 cent of a dollar. Today we have grown by more than 436 times of our initial value. So that's in itself is a very commendable achievement, which can be actually shown to all those community members. But what's more important here is that we see that there is liquidity. Liquidity is locked, and we are going to see that right away, because we are going to take a look here at the PancakeSwap LP, and you are going to see that Doxy has actually committed to its own and you can actually see the contract which has been put into place, whereby the Doxy has actually given and approved the PancakeSwap versus Doxy, and you can actually see all the transactions which have been happening here. But what's more important is on the PooCoin. If you take a look here at the Doxy BNB LP holdings, you can take a look at the charts as well. And this is where you can actually verify everything and take a look at the exchange transfers happening here, the native coins. Okay, let's take that. That would take its own time to load. Let's go on BSC scan network and take a look at the Doxy properties. Here we can see that the doxyfinance.com is actually the owner of the Doxy coin. 10,996,000 Doxy tokens in circulation, because while we have been launched, there have been a number of burns which have happened. So these are the things which are verifiable on PancakeSwap. But what's more important is that you can see the locked in liquidity here. You can see the transactions, you can see the contract as well. And here you can take a look at the Doxy contract, which is clear, straightforward, but most importantly, available on the contract. You can read the contract. You can actually see who is the owner, who is the spender, how many units have been burnt, what the contract was issued, and you can also include in that elements which are of technical nature and which blockchain specialists would be able to see. For example, here with the Doxy holders, you can also see how everything has been pre-attributed in advance. So basically the liquidity pool, you can take a look here and understand that 1.4% of it, which is actually the community airdrop, can be seen here. And if you want to take a look at understand the presentation, you can actually see that everything is verifiable. If you take a look at the tokenomics, I'm going to just drill down and see how it's attributed. 1.4% community airdrop, and if you go here, you can actually see that there is 1.4% for the community airdrop. 3.9% here is something 3.9%. So you have can verify that ultimately at the real point in time. 4.4% here is actually team and advisory. 11.26. So basically, if you do the calculations right and you add it up and deduct what needs to be deducted, you can actually make it happen and see that exactly the amount what has been put here is actually verifiable on the other side. 11.0.2%. These are all the possibilities here which have been actually reattributed and verifiable on, of course, on the Doxy website, where you can actually verify and see everything happening on a live manner. Now we take a look at the Doxy exchange website, the Doxy Finance website, and we are going to see an important thing happening here, and that is, you can close this, the PancakeSwap LP. You can also take a look here. But what's more important, I'm going to show you is the Doxy Finance website, and that is that famous website we are referring to. What's more important is that my whole presentation has been actually inspired by the white paper, and the white paper is available on the website. Also, you have the fact that there are a couple of things here, which is the smart contract, which we have already seen on the Doxy Exchange website. So basically, if we are to go here and see the contract, you can actually take a look at the whole contract, which is available also on the Doxy Exchange website. The audit report, which is one of the most important achievements beside locking up liquidity for more than 1.8 million USD worth of BNBs on Doxy, is that we can also take a look here at this at the audit report. And if I'm not mistaken, we should be probably seeing that here as well. Let's try to do this. Okay, that is the security report, which is available on GitHub, which can download directly from the website, or you can actually see it online. Doxy, the audit report, which was actually run for Doxy on the 14th of January 2022. And we are not going to get into the technicalities, because it's clear that this report was not written by anyone except the best in the industry. So if we are to take a look at the conclusion of that report, we are going to understand that Doxy has indeed been one of the major contributors toward making that project very safe in terms of security, but in terms of cyber security. But we have also made sure that we have acted responsibly and very promptly with regards to what has been provided to us as comments from CY Stack. And now I just want to show you that important element of the presentation, which is what is the conclusion of that report. And I'm going to read out loud for all to all those who are present in this meeting, is that CY Stack has conducted a security audit for Doxy token. Total 9 issues were found, including a major and 8 informational. Right after receiving the first audit report, the Doxy finance issue were immediately taken into action on addressing the issue based on the severity. CY Stack confirmed that all found issues were resolved. Overall, Doxy has included the best practices for smart contract development and has passed our security assessment for smart contracts. These are the important elements which highlight the authenticity and the legitimacy of the Doxy project. So basically, I'm going to stop sharing here. I can see we are here still 197 persons on that meeting. That is very encouraging, because what we are showing here is the overall legitimacy of the Doxy project, which comprises of its own in-house security system, which has been put in place and validated by Systack. We are also talking about the fact that we have locked in liquidity, and hopefully by the next presentation, I will be able to show you how that conversion from the BNBs to the LP, to do the PancakeSwap LP, has been done in place, has been set up and put in place. And that is an important fact that we need to understand, that Doxy is not just fooling around. We aim to become the world's largest sports and gaming platform, but most importantly, we aim to be a whole project which is at the service of the community. Community-centric projects like Doxy, which aims at democratizing sports and gaming industry, is unique. No one before has been able to assess and actually provide solutions to the gaming industry in the world as Doxy is planning to do it, and as Doxy has been delivering systematically on the LMS present in its roadmap. So, ladies and gentlemen, that would be all for me, Alexander Denzel, your global project coordinator, signing off for Doxy. Looking forward to see a majority of you to the Dubai event, where we'll be actually having very candid talks, straight one-to-ones, whereby we would understand Doxy and how it is evolving as a full-fledged project. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and without further ado, please take care of yourself. Have a great afternoon and a great evening wherever you are. May the good Almighty bless. Thank you. Bye bye.